All right, back in the shop with I Can Fix It. We're going to look at a handle cylinder release for a Bona Powerdrive. This is almost identical to the one on the Pullman Spider as well. So if you have either of those machines, I'm going to go over how the points that are pieces that are here, what they do, and then how to make the adjustment. And then we'll troubleshoot some things. So this is basically the cord, the line that goes inside from the handle all the way down to the shock cylinder, which is the shock cylinder, this piece here. This is a sealed fluid hydraulic line. Cannot have air in it, and if it leaks fluid out, it will not function. And basically what you have when you push the button on top of your machine right here, this has a little button on it, you push that to release the handle, right? If you watch in here, if you can see it, that's what it does. It moves this little, there you go. See how it moves that up and down. So you're moving this metal piece in there, up and down. Okay, that in turn pushes on this. So you'll notice you can't push this by hand, it's really hard to push. This is under high pressure. But if I push this little tab here against the table, right, just a little pressure, the shock extends. Right? If I push it down, now I can compress the shock. That would be tilting your handle back up to the up position. So essentially when you push the button on here, it pushes this plunger, which pushes this, which extends that shock. If your handle doesn't tilt one way or the other, forward, up or down, and if it creeps back, then more than likely this is out of adjustment. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the machine and we're going to see how to adjust this. So we're going to pause the video, we're going to move down to the Bona Powerdrive machine, and we'll look at how to adjust it. Okay, so on the machine you'll see this part. The tubing runs up through here, the handle's up at the top, the push button's at the top. If I push the button at the top, okay, I can move this in and out. Let's say your handle slowly creeps down, or you push the button and the handle doesn't come down. This could be out of adjustment. So we unclip this right here, snap this little pin back, and pull it out. Now we're going to drop the handle down. And what you have now is this shock. Okay, this, you can unthread this out of here. It does have a lock nut right here once we get it adjusted. So then again, you have your little push button and your shock right here. It goes and threads inside this piece where that plunger is. And what you'll notice is when we thread this in, at some point it will touch that plunger. That little button, that little shaft will touch the plunger. And when it does, you can just keep going. Well, there you go. When it reaches, the shock starts to extend. So if your machine handle creeps back, this is threaded in too far and it's touching that plunger. So what we want to do now is back it out a half to one turn. Now it's setting. Okay, we can put our finger there and see it's no longer moving, it's no longer creeping. So that's your adjustment. That's where it's set. Now we'll bring this nut up without turning the shock and lock that in place. It doesn't need to be super tight. You can put a wrench and get it a little bit tight, but not too tight. And then we're going to bring our handle back up here and put our keeper pin back in just to try it out. So that goes in that shock through the hole on the base. You just have to move the handle around until you find the spot. Don't lock it in yet because we want to make sure it works. So we're good there. The handle's not creeping back. Now if I push the button, it'll go back, but it'll also come up. So we're good. We've got the adjustment set. So that's all there is to adjusting these. If you do that and the button still does not release the handle, then we have another issue. And so we'll talk about that in a different video. But as far as adjusting this shock, that's how that's done. So hopefully that helps. If you have problems out in the field, or if you've got a new shock you need to put on, that's going to help you a lot. So hope you liked the video. Leave a comment if you did. Like our channel, tell your friends about us. Until next time, I can fix it.